Oh my God. Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder is locked in for the Tyson Fury 3 fight. He's jump roping, back to the basics. It looks like he really is committed to this third fight. We're going to talk about all that and more. Stay tuned. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also, subscribe to my channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. If you want to become part of the gang, y'all know what to do. Wilder, Malik Scott, they looking like Mel Gibson and Danny Glover. Son of a bitch, I'm too Riggs, I'm too old for this. It's looking like a lethal weapon. You guys seen the clips at the beginning. Caption reads, locked in, 2-time heavyweight champion of the world. While you sleep, they out here working. Make sure you guys come in, subscribe to the channel for the latest and greatest. My name is Ego. I drop all things boxing, some UFC, the sweet science. A lot of big fights. It's fight week. Gervonta Davis, Barrios, Wilder's coming up with Tyson Fury. You got Pacquiao and Errol Spence. So make sure you subscribe to the channel. I'll be dropping a lot of heat. Hit the bell notification icon so you don't miss a thing. Now, you guys seen at the beginning, Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder from Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Oh my God. Him and Malik Scott, they got this thing going, this synergy, this energy. And Wilder is looking dangerous, y'all. He's dangerous. And, you know, I've always learned in boxing, sometimes the most dangerous animal is a wounded animal. You know, people left Wilder for dead. They kicked him. Wilder said he has a dent in his head. People wrote foul articles about him. Some people didn't believe him. Some people, like reporters, try to use him when he was undefeated, use him for the interviews, use him for quotes, and then, you know, didn't even check on him. He told you. He talked about all these things. Some people didn't even check on him at maybe what could be for some that, you know, low period of time. Right? That low period in time where you're faced with defeat. Now, people also lied on him, said that Deontay Wilder was now depressed, things that his camp has refuted and said, hey, that's not the case. We never told anybody we were depressed. Now you see it. Now Wilder looks like he's coming for blood. He says he wants to mangle and deface and, you know, just disfigure Tyson Fury and really hurt him. He believes Fury is a cheater. Fury cheated him. A lot of things were working against him. And he said, like a true warrior, Mandingo warrior, he believes that he overcame all of that. Or I can't say overcame because he lost the fight, but he dealt with that. He dealt with what was in store for him, and he chose to not quit and go out on his shield. Unfortunately, it was for Mark Breland, his ex-trainer, who they weren't, you know, he canceled the fight, and Wilder has since removed him from the team. You see him on the camera right now working with Malik Scott, heavyweight fighter who's been in there with everybody, sparred. Wilder quotes that Malik Scott is a genius. Man, oh man, I cannot wait for this fight. The work that Malik Scott and Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, oh my God, is looking phenomenal. They really getting me hyped. Wilder looks dialed in. He looks locked in. He looks like he's ready and he means business. You can see him in shape. This is like weeks. This clip that you're looking at was 7 weeks ago. So this was well before they did the press conference and Wilder was still working. This was actually before this clip was released, before Wilder officially on the record won the arbitration. Now that's another situation. With the arbitration, there were some people who stated that Deontay Wilder was going to get left behind in favor of making a fight with Anthony Joshua. They said, oh, it's undisputed. It's the biggest fight in British boxing history, and that's what the fans want. And it was inaccurate. That's not what I want. I want to see the Wilder get his rematch, and now we're getting that. Now you see Wilder, I think he's taken all of this pent up angst and aggression and the he said, she said, the chatty patty, the negativity, the positivity, the fans that are in his corner, the people that are against him, the snakes in the grass, all of that is now shown. And I think we are dealing with an extremely dangerous Deontay Wilder. Paulie Malignaggi, he stated that Deontay Wilder is going to get eviscerated. We'll see. And hopefully we can cancel culture Paulie Malignaggi if he's wrong yet again, because Paulie has been wrong and wrong and wronger. Paulie Malignaggi stated that Deontay Wilder will be eviscerated, basically saying he has no chance, he doesn't stand a chance and things like that. And it's like, who are you? Based on what? It's almost like Paulie is envious or jealous because he wasn't really known for being a power puncher. He was a good boxer with the jab, stuff like that. And he had to figure guys out a different way. But when it comes to power punchers, especially black power punchers, it seemed like Paulie Malignaggi always has negativity to say about them. And, you know, whatever, we'll see what happens July 24th. But regarding Wilder jump roping, you can see the man, he's shirtless, he's working while you sleep. Wilder's working, Malik Scott's working. They're doing night sessions. This was definitely something part of Floyd Mayweather's routine. Floyd is known for being nocturnal and training late night, which is actually a good thing because if you look at it, in America, most of these fights happen at nighttime. You know what I'm saying? For the West Coast, maybe 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. For the East Coast, 10, 11, you know, 1 in the morning, just depends on the event. So conditioning your body to be working out and in that mode at nighttime is not a bad thing, since this is not the amateurs where you have a tournament at 1 p.m. in the afternoon. You see what I'm saying? So Wilder is training, and he's training for war at night in a very nocturnal fashion, and he's fighting Tyson Fury July 24th on a Saturday at night. Now, another thing we have to talk about when it comes to Deontay Wilder jump roping, because a lot of people seem to have questions about what went on. And I swear, if this fight looks crazy and it looks nothing like the second fight, then that's to me, that's vindication. Because Wilder's saying he has a dent in his skull and all types of stuff like that. And there's shots where you look at Wilder and you could see like, it looks like an indention and things like that. So another issue was his trainer throwing in the towel. You see it on the screen. His trainer threw in the towel, and look at Wilder. He said, "What's wrong? Like, what the F? Why'd you do that?" You know? And he was pissed. So just look at the imagery you see on the screen, and this shows you that despite old media saying that Tyson Fury was destroying Wilder and all this stuff like that, if he was getting destroyed so bad he was separated from his senses, he wouldn't even be able to come to in that type of fact. He's walking over to his trainer saying, "Yo, what's good? Why did you do that? Why the F you do that?" And he's yelling at his trainer that he is now fired. So obviously that's an indication. It's an indication that Deontay Wilder still had his senses about him, no matter if you thought he was in harm's way or not. Because again, if you're separated from your senses, it gets stopped because you're unable to protect yourself. So this makes you really question if Fury cheated, which I believe he did, but that's a separate issue. How is it that Fury had a 50 to 60 pound plus weight advantage? Looks like he did something to his gloves, and you still didn't even separate the man from his senses. Now Tyson Fury's team is saying that Tyson Fury is a one-hitter quitter, one-punch knockout artist, and that's typically not how power works. You don't just wake up and then you decide you want to be a puncher and you just say, "Hey, you know, I'm gonna start punching guys real hard and getting one punch knockout." So something's really wrong with that picture. But regarding Breland, you seen Wilder at the clip that I put at the beginning. While you sleeping, he's working. The other thing is Mark Breland did an interview and he says Wilder doesn't do anything and his career's over, which to me was a snaky move. If you really had love for him, even if you guys had a falling out, like, do you need to take it to that level? But one of the things that he also said was that Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder, he says that he don't do the work, he don't listen to me, and he don't jump rope. But Wilder, I just showed you the clip at the beginning, and he was jump roping. Let's get to the quote. Deontay Wilder's public falling out with ex-trainer Mark Breland intensifies. And again, you see him arguing with Kenny Bayless, like, what does this stop for? Because he wanted to go on, a true warrior, right? It says Breland spoke about the situation in an interview with The Fight Is Right. He says, quote, "With Deontay and I, that's a part of boxing, I guess. His career is done now, so I'm done and he's done. I'm done with him." And it's weird that he would say that. And I thought that was a bad look, because I get you got laid off, but why would you say I'm done with him? If you weren't happy with your position, then why did it take for Wilder to release you if he wasn't listening to you and he wasn't a good student and it wasn't a good fit? So you're just sitting up there collecting a paycheck when the situation doesn't work for either of you. You know, me personally, I can't do that. If I don't like you, then I don't even want to be around you. I don't need your money. I don't need anything from a person that I don't like. That's just me though, but whatever. Let's keep going. He says he used the jab one time in the fight with Bermane Stiverne. That was it. Wilder, he never hit the bag. He didn't hit the speed bag. He don't jump rope. You see it on the screen. He don't jump rope. He said his career is over and he don't jump rope. He don't hit the speed bag. He don't hit the heavy bag. Wow. One thing you all like to say is that he got a lot of power, and that's all. I wish him well, and that's it. But it don't sound like you wish him well. Why would you need, even if that stuff was true and he doesn't hit the speed bag and the heavy bag and he doesn't jump rope, even if that was true, then why do you need to make that a public thing? You know what I'm saying? Why do you need to make that public knowledge and then say you wish him well? So sometimes your statements and your actions show your character. And I don't know Mark Breland personally. You know, he was an Olympian, respect to him for lacing him up, but that behavior seems weird to me. It says one thing you all like to say is he got a lot of power, and that's all. I wish him well, that's it. Only got his power, and we'll see how far that takes him. That's all I'm going to say. So you say all he got is power and he basically ain't ish. And after years of working with him, why'd you continue working with him? Or why didn't he get better under your tutelage? You see what I'm saying? There's so many questions I have about. That's why I thought it was a bad look when Mark Breland did this, because he working with Malik Scott and he looked raw. It looked like he's taken to this stuff. So I don't know what the boxing world has done to Deontay Wilder, but maybe he's pushed to the brink, you know, Denzel Washington, Man on Fire, John Q. I am not gonna bury my son. Bro, he's John Q. He just gonna stick up the whole hospital trying to get the heart for his son or something. Like, I don't know what y'all did, but it looked like y'all created a monster. Y'all say he was depressed. He's smiling with his family. Y'all say he was silent at the press conference because he's scared. He don't look scared. You know what I'm saying? You say his career's done, but he looked like he's in shape. He looks like he really wants this. You say all he got is power and he don't jump rope. I showed you clips of him jump roping. There's clips of him hitting the heavy bag. I mean, you tell me what it is. So that Mark Breland interview talking about Wilder don't do this and he don't hit the bag and he don't jump rope and all this stuff, it did not age well. I will say that. You says he don't do this, he don't listen, he don't hit the speed bag. And we're seeing Wilder do like a lot of this stuff. So again, Wilder looks better with Malik Scott, just judging based on like the video and the leaked snippets and stuff. So either he's, you know, he needed the loss and has made him into a monster, or now he's fighting for something different to this day, you know, and he's just on another level and he wants to prove people wrong. But this man looked possessed and I can't wait. I would hate to be Tyson Fury July 24th. We'll see. Use my link in the description to get TubeBuddy. TubeBuddy is an awesome browser extension to help you take your YouTube up a notch. I've been using TubeBuddy for years. It's worked out for real for me, and it can help you too. Make some money on this platform if you're going to be an uploader and a content creator. Use my link in the description to get TubeBuddy. Wilder looks sharp. Wilder looks in monstrous shape. You can say whatever you want in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think. But it looks like Wilder has this ish list and he's trying to cross off names. Tyson Fury's on that. Prove Mark Breland wrong. Prove these reporters wrong. Prove the fans wrong. Prove old media wrong. To this day, yo people too. Let me know what you guys think. Drop your thoughts in the comments section. That's all I gotta say. July 24th, 2021 is lit. We up.